What's up, guys? It's Streeter here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 10 favorite trick shots that I've done. I know you guys have seen these on my social media and stuff like that, but I thought it'd be a cool idea to give you guys a backstory of the shots and explain what they mean to me and throw in some analytics of how they've done on social media and stuff like that. So getting into it, number 10 is my backflip picnic table shot. I posted this shot on Instagram right when Instagram videos came out, so I got to actually tag like Dude Perfect and put in some hashtags and stuff like that. But Dude Perfect actually ended up liking the video on Instagram. This was all the way back in, I believe, 2014, and I've kept the screenshot of them liking my video on it ever since then. So I have the screenshot on my phone still. It's the oldest picture on my phone. But that was one of the craziest things that I've done, because as you guys know, Dude Perfect is pretty much, you know, the pioneers of trick shotting and stuff like that. This video I did for a 500 subscriber montage on my YouTube account that I used to use with some of my friends, and this was really the first acrobatic trick shot that I ever did, and this is when I realized that I could do something that stood out a little more, so that's why it's number 10. Number 9 is my sitting down outside shot. One of the reasons why this is one of my favorites is because I didn't expect it to bounce in, and as you can see in my reaction and how I was trying to not look at it go in and stuff like that, try to act cool, I really didn't expect it to bounce in. So when I turned around and saw that, I had one of the cringiest reactions, like what the, and yeah, I think that's why it's one of my favorites. Is I love watching it just because it adds a new element because it bounces in, so it makes it a little more cooler. Number 8 is my backflip outside shot. And number 8 and number 7 are pretty similar in the reasons why they're some of my favorites. It's because I've took both of these shots and brought them indoors to make them that much better. This one and number 7, actually, I have sloppy landing. The reason why this is number 8 is just because of the time that it took and the way that I learned how to do this. Obviously, if I hadn't done this, I probably would have never done the one indoors. And the one indoors obviously really helped my social media accounts and really got the ball rolling on me doing what I want to do. Number 7 is really cool because it got featured on Juggling Josh, who is a world famous juggler. It got on the Globetrotters. It actually won me a free throwback jersey from the website Throwbacks. They did a trick shot contest, and mine pretty much blew the competition out of the water without trying to sound cocky, but pretty much everybody voted for my shot, which was awesome. It was actually pouring rain while I was doing this. You probably can't see that in the video, but just because I got to move both of these shots indoors and see what those shots indoors have done for me, it adds a level of appreciation to those ones, because I wouldn't have been able to do them if it had not been for practicing them outside. Number 6 is my cartwheel shot, my cartwheel full court shot. Reason why this is up here this far is just because of the experience that I had throughout the day. I got to hang out with my roommate the entire time, and within like a 10-minute span of me saying I wanted to do this and asking him to go, we were there working on this shot. And it's always good when I have a rebounder, just because when I'm doing shots like this that are full court and also require a new level of physicality by doing flips and stuff, running up and down to get the ball is extremely exhausting. So I was really happy that I was here for that. Number 5 is my front flip shot. This is actually the day before Christmas, and one of the reasons why this is one of my higher ones, I know it's not as good as some of the other ones that I've already talked about, but is because the difficulty for me. I'm not the greatest at front flips, which is kind of shocking considering that you would think that backflips are harder, but I actually think backflips are easier, and throwing the ball this way is unnatural. The reason why it's so high is because of the level of difficulty it was for me, and the fact that I was pretty close to giving up. I always tell myself once I get extremely tired that I'll do 1 or 2 more shots, and if it doesn't go in, then I'll go inside. And I actually ended up making it on the 5th shot, so that's why it's up here. Number 4 is my backflip pool shot. This shot I actually didn't mean to do. Originally, I was actually trying to do a front flip shot into the pool, but I kept back whoppering, so I was getting sick of it. So I ended up deciding to do a backflip shot. The reason why this one is so high as well is just because of the experience that I had throughout the day. You know, I got to have an awesome pool day with my girlfriend, and then having a rebounder was a lot of help as well. Something funny about this is that I actually was like underwater, not knowing if the shot actually went in. I come up and I see her hands up. I'm like, did that go in?
That went in?
She said yes, but I thought she was like messing with me because obviously I didn't know.
Are you serious?
I don't know, maybe I got trust issues, but I ended up looking at the footage and I got to see that it went in, and then I got hyped. Number 3 is my juggling shot. I know that this shot isn't as crazy by any means as some of the other shots that I've listed, but the reason it's up there is just because of the fact that I learned something new just to do this. I was pretty inspired by Juggling Josh's trick shot videos that he does while he's juggling. So I actually learned how to juggle specifically for this video. This shot was actually one of the longest ones that I've ever tried, like longest as in like amount of time it took to go in. I was in a mode at this point where I was like, okay, I'm not leaving until this goes in. I put too much time in. I got close a ton of times, but it was a lot of learning as I go, so I think that that's why it's so high. Number 2 is my Roundoff backflip full course shot indoors. And the reason why this is number 2 is because, you know, this is actually what I would consider my best trick shot that I've ever done. Some of the cool stuff that I got to do with this is it actually won World Trick Shot Day, so now I've won it 2 years in a row. I don't know how I even didn't think of this. This actually got picked up by Sports Center.
This is Sports Center.
And this is unbelievable.
Which was completely insane. It's my biggest accomplishment for trick shotting and stuff like that. It got put on the Sports Center Snapchat. I mean, it hasn't got on SC Top 10 or anything like that, but just the fact that, you know, ESPN saw it, it got so much recognition. Like, this video has millions of views, and it actually only took me like 20 minutes because, like I said, doing the backflip shots consistently and like going outside and practicing them, I actually practice them without the video on a lot just because I never want to get back to how I was for the first backflip shot that I ever did. I did the shot at like 8:30 in the morning because World Trick Shot Day was the next day and I needed something to upload for it. So I was up early in the morning before class and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna just go and do this. And I ended up doing it. Number 1 is actually my standing backflip shot indoors. I consider this obviously my second best trick shot, but the reason that is my favorite is just because of what it's done for me, what doors it's opened. You know, this shot I did when I had around 2,000 followers. It was done in December of 2016. The shot really started to go viral during summer once I started making more videos. And people reached out to me about some of the other videos. I was like, yo, I have this one that not too many people have seen, but it's like one of my craziest. This shot won me World Trick Shot Day. I got a reaction from Flip on the Globetrotters. Him and I have become extremely good friends since then. He's like a big brother to me. We talk, I'd say pretty much almost, if not almost every day. Like, there's some contact between us. But you know, this shot opened so many doors. It had me work with Overtime. It had me, but like a sponsorship with Hunter. It's helped me meet so many great people and helped me grow my social media, have experiences that I will never forget. And, you know, having all my friends there just is the icing on the cake that I got to do it in front of all of them. I actually got to go on the news for this in my town and perform trick shots on the news. This shot has just about 15 million views, so that's insane. It's pretty much opened every door that I've been able to do, like, experience, so that's why it's number 1. These are my top 10 favorite shots. I'm going to be doing another video like this, top 10 favorite shots, but I'm gonna do it of other people's trick shots. I think my idea of like a good trick shot is a lot different than some of the shots that like you see on like the plays, like top plays. So I want to make one of my own and give my reasoning to it. I've been Streeter. These were my top 10 favorite trick shots. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you know, later guys, have a good one.